if this is a lie, and they end up saying lie, I will say to you, why did you make it more difficult for yourself? By mentioning the job.
We are back today to continue the saga that is the Bob Mortimer compilation from Would I Lie to You? Are you keen to crack into the second story in the compilation, Blake?
Well, it's Bob Mortimer. How could I not be?
Yes, exactly. Now, like we say always, when it's Bob Mortimer, we default to truth. Or at least I do, no matter what the story is. So the good thing, again, we don't know what we're going to see because it's just part of the compilation. So we know it's a Bob Mortimer story. We don't know which one.
Cool. Enough said. Let's get into it.
The police once ordered me to leave town, unspecified, because I was frightening the locals.
Yeah.
David,
Of
Steve, what
course
do you
it's
think?
true.
Could you give us some context, Bob?
I'll give you the name of the town. It was Castle Douglas.
Where is that?
It's southwest Scotland.
And why were you in Castle Douglas?
Um,
Was it a tour or something?
no, it was a long time ago. I was only 17, 18, that kind of age. And
A numerical age, that kind. Rather than iron or bronze.
That was very quick.
I was trying.
That was
I was
good.
with two
That
friends,
was really good.
trying to get as close to the Gulf Stream as I possibly could.
What?
What do you mean you wanted to get close?
I can't wait for this answer. What does he mean he wants to get close to the Gulf Stream?
What's a Gulf Stream?
A Gulf Stream is just like a giant movement of water in the ocean that goes around the world.
Oh, right. Like the Gulf. Right. I'm thinking it's GOL.
Like kind of like, you know, in Finding Nemo, the turtles ride that underwater like movement. I think that's like a Gulf Stream.
Okay. Nice.
But you can't physically see it. Like
No.
But of course, a teenage Bob Mortimer would probably want to go looking for it. Like that's something he would probably do.
Yeah, sure. Like, I could see it being a thing that maybe people who are, like, surfers would go looking for. Like, isn't that kind of what the turtles are in Finding Nemo? Just they go around the world trying to catch waves?
To the Gulf Stream.
It seems such an appealing, far-off, miraculous thing, this hot stream of water so near us, that it was hard to believe in it just from the textbooks.
But it's not like a spa. It's a massive flow within the ocean.
Yeah, but
You can't see it.
well, if you're at the Logan Botanical Gardens...
There's a lovely view of the Gulf Stream.
No, but you can see the effects of the Gulf Stream. You know, it's like a tropical gardens, and so you in that way you sense the influence of the Gulf Stream.
All teenagers are absolutely mad on the Gulf Stream. They can't get enough of it and its
And flowers.
But
that was one reason amongst many.
But the police of Castle Douglas don't mind the teenagers who'll flock there to admire the effect of the Gulf Stream. So what was it that you did that put their noses out of joint?
We scared the locals, apparently, because we were wearing very grotesque masks.
Why were you wearing masks?
Eh?
If you're going to gardens, why would you wear a mask?
Ah, well, here's the thing. That's a perfect question.
Just give me a couple of seconds to try and make something up.
Yeah.
Just before you answer it, have a minute.
we were travelling in a Morris Minor, and we were sleeping in the car. There was three of us.
You know I don't love Lee Mack, but what a legend. He comes out with some gems every now and again.
The only reason why you don't love Lee Mack is because you haven't seen enough of him yet. Because
Probably.
the more you see of him, the more you love him.
He goes lowbrow as well. So it's like, I need you to just balance it better. But like he does probably better balance it with other stuff.
We were travelling in a Morris Minor, and we were sleeping in the car. There was three of us. That's me mate Harry Harriman and Steve.
Steve Sieberman.
Steve, by the way. He was... What did you just call Steve?
Harry Harriman and Steve, by the way. I love it. It's so dumb. I love it.
Like, I want to watch a movie where the characters' names are this dumb.
We should write a movie and every character's name is someone that Bob
Bob
Mortimer has
Mortimer,
referenced in a story. Oh, man. By the way, Harry Harriman, waffle and caramel.
By the way,
Steve, by the way, as in incidentally.
yes. Anyway, we had these.
You're wearing these masks.
We're wearing these grotesque.
Why are we wearing these masks?
We're wearing these masks because we didn't have anywhere to sleep and we were sleeping in the car.
Right.
They'd been given us by Harry Harriman's mum, yeah, to keep us warm at night because of the heat.
What, grotesque latex mask?
Yes. They were just old men's masks, but they were to keep us warm. Harry Harriman's mum she sold these stuff from home, and she sold another thing which was called a jobble top, yeah, which was a bobble hat that made it into a jumper, and the big bobble was at the back and it buttoned down the front, and that was.
I'm telling you now, right? If this is a lie and they end up saying lie, I will say to you, why did you make it more difficult for yourself? I mentioned the joggle top or whatever it was called.
Because I'm imagining my sleeping arrangements and think, yes, we had the latex masks on and these giant, like, what they're called jobble tops.
Right,
Okay. So
Snood.
if you're wearing a sleeper mask and you're scaring the locals, like normally the locals would be in bed when you're going to sleep, and it's dark, and you're in your car and you got a scary mask on.
No, we were just on our daytime drive from Dundee to Castle Douglas.
With masks
as
on.
As we went past
Keep your
people,
faces warm.
we were staring at them with our scary masks.
Why did you not remove... Because I would say, from my experience of sleeping all night in a classic car in a latex mask and a jobble top, that you get quite clammy. And so in many ways, it's quite a relief to take the latex mask off for the next day's drive.
Yes, and
not to mention how it helps being able to see where you're going.
Yeah. But then, no, of course, we take the masks off in the morning, but then round about midday, you wanted to put it back on.
Yeah.
At what point did the police get involved? Didn't the police get
We
involved?
parked up in Castle Douglas, right next to a shop, because we wanted to get one of their famous Scotch pies. As we came out of the shop, I was grabbed by a policeman, and it was a sergeant, by the way.
Sergeant, by the way.
See you later.
So that's how you got away with it, because you said, don't worry, that's me, Dad.
Maybe it was.
I'm a sergeant, by the way. I think Daddy.
He's so quick. He's so quick.
These two look like they would have a good time at, like, after a couple of beers together after work.
Yeah, you would think that they're good friends, these two.
Yeah.
So the sergeant,
By the way.
he took me to the police station, and
So he arrested you?
Yes, taken, put in a room, and then the sergeant and a plainclothes detective came in.
Plainclothes. Oh, yeah.
What?
CID have now got involved.
And then they said, you're going to have to wait here. We've sent for a specialist from Edinburgh.
And then, as we sat in, it came in and said, right, what's with the funny faces? They said, what's with the funny faces?
So what did you say?
Well, we explained what had happened, that we had these funny faces, that we slept in them, and that we're terribly sorry to have caused any offence.
So presumably then they released you?
Sergeant, by the way, followed us.
Because he said the detective or the sergeant, by the way. Then Lee said, oh, like, that's his name, is it? And went along with the joke. Is he now just going along with the fact that the guy's name is by the way now?
I think he is, yeah. But, like, so, okay, I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to justify this. Like, you know how Smith is, like, a really common last name? Like, it could just be that his friend's last name was Smith and the other... Like, no relation. It's just it's a very common last name, but...
Like, I've had some chats in the comment section. A few people have said that, believe it or not, Bob Mortimer used to be a lawyer before he was a comedian.
Okay.
And they also said that, like, he's very used to just changing the people's names in his stories. And he has said that he does to either protect people or whatever. He's used to just changing the names. So now, I was chatting to a couple of people who know that, like, his, like, next door neighbor's name was actually documented as Waffle. So he probably had that in the back of his mind as, like, oh, that's a funny name. So whenever he needs a name, he just, like, throws out a funny one that he's just remembered from people in his past.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
So in this story, like, if it turns out to be true, and it's a ridiculous story and it's Bob Mortimer, so it's likely to be true, I would say that the names are made up and probably little, like, bits and pieces along the way that don't affect the overall story would be potentially made up as well. So, yeah, I'm so far in the boat of truth, because I instinctively feel like it is a lie, and I'm going against my instincts with anything Bob Mortimer.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we get to the end of it.
All right, we'll get all the verdicts before we get yours. All right, let's get back into it.
Till we're out of the city limits. So that's my story. It's quite a holiday.
What do you think? I know what I think.
Okay, that was
What do you
my
think? I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
That's not what I think. Cian, what do you think?
I'm going to go untrue.
Okay, Cian's going untrue. Adil's going true. David?
My initial reaction is it's a lie. Let's say it's a lie.
All right, so 2 truths and a lie, and David's overruling them with a lie.
And you've said you think it's true.
I'm saying it's true because I'm going against what I believe, because I think it's false.
That which is fair enough from our last couple of videos, so I get that. I'm going to say it's false too.
You're going to say lie?
Yeah.
You're siding with David in this one?
Yeah, look, it kills me to do it, but I'm gonna do it.
Will you live to regret betting against Bob Mortimer, like we have so many times before?
I just don't learn, though, so, like,
No.
this is just, this is cool. Let's just keep it running at me. See how long it takes.
Yeah.
Bob Mortimer. Yes. Was that story true? Or was it a lie?
It was true.
What?
Of course it's true. Of course it's true.
I still don't think it's true, even after I've heard the verdict.
What, you don't remember as a teenager going on, like, big road trips across the country to try and find the Gulf Stream?
Yeah, no, not that I can say that I have, no.
It's a rite of passage for every young man.
I have to go on that now. That's why I'm still a boy at heart. It's because I never went on that trip.
You haven't gone on the Gulf Stream trip. Hilarious. Love it. All right, second story down from the compilation, and we are only about a quarter of the way through it, so we will keep chipping away. Thank you again so much for suggesting Bob Mortimer. He and James Acaster are the 2 funniest stars of Would I Lie to You so far.
Hands
But if
down.
you guys have any other specific clips you want us to check out, please leave it in the comment section below. And if you want to check out more of our Would I Lie to You reactions, then check out this ever-growing list of Would I Lie to You reactions right here. Thank you guys very much. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you guys then. Merry Christmas.